Today, we are finally going to take you guys on a tour of our 2006 Cedar Creek Silverback. For those of you that have been with us, we're super glad you're back.
And for those of you who are new to our channel, welcome.
I'm James.
I'm Kimberly.
And I'm Autumn.
We're Camper Size Living.
We are about to celebrate our 4-year Nomad anniversary. We have been traveling on the road, seeking adventure, work camping, and road schooling Autumn.
Since 2017, we're about to start year 5, and we are more excited now than we've ever been before.
That's right.
So come on inside and we'll show you all the renovations and how we've made this camper a home. Let's go.
I would give it all away to do it all again. Make our love a story that would never end. Never thought I'd feel so alive, looking in your eyes. I just wanna love you till the day I die.
All right, guys, so come on in. This is the kitchen. We went ahead and painted the top cabinets white, the bottom cabinets a darker blue. We learned our lesson in the last campers to not paint them a light color because they show all the dirt. So while the light ones still will show fingerprints, they wipe off pretty easily. We painted the hardware, took those off and painted. We took the inserts out of the refrigerator and painted those white. When we were moving in, I panicked a little bit because, believe it or not, this has less storage than our travel trailer does. So we actually had less space, so I had to do even more condensing. I panicked a little bit about how we were gonna set this up. Let me show you some of the things we did. Some of the things were an accident and some of the things were well thought out, but let me show you. So we have this cabinet here for our pots and pans. And then we went ahead and bought these 2 racks on Amazon for our lids and then our bags and saran wrap and foil. We put the silverware in the top, of course. Right. Sponges and pot holders, and my window cleaner is in this one. And then we have more dish towels and wash rags down here. This one here just opens up to the floor. I kind of really haven't figured out what I'm going to do with that yet. So this was one of our things that we did not plan on doing, but we did it to get the coffee pot up out of the way, and then we loved it. So the coffee pot goes up here. So all things coffee related. Extra paper towels, and it keeps it off the counter, which I love. It just stays up there. We open these up and we brew our coffee in the morning. And then this up here is home to my Instant Pot and Crock Pot. And then I found these baskets at 5 and Below, and I am so excited about the way they turned out. So they hold a lot of miscellaneous things up there, and they're not even all full. Like, I ended up not even needing to use them, and best thing about them is we don't have to pull them down when we travel. They stay put, they stay up there, they don't move. Over here is the entertainment center. We decided not to put a TV in the living room because we really don't watch a whole lot of television anyway, and we could not think of where we would put it to where we could watch, because you don't have the old TV that sits back in there. They're all the flat screen TVs. We put this in here while we were painting, and once again, we fell in love with it. After about the 3rd day of it being in there, I said, I like that there. Let's plan on just keeping it. And then that made the decision to not have a television in the living room. So we use it for storage. Our games here. Some of my essential oils and candles are there. This is more storage. Autumn school books up there. Oh, and our fireplace. So we had just bought a fireplace not long before we lost our old camper. And so that was one of the things that we really wanted to bring with us. Our cabinet wouldn't fit, but James was able to take the insert of the fireplace and stick it in there and frame it in. And I love it. And so does Odie. So we also have these cupboards here for storage. We have the printer up here. I'm not even sure what's, some pens and some more art supplies for Autumn for her schoolwork. And then this one here, some dog treats and silverware.
We gotta fix this, I guess.
Yeah, that keeps coming out. That's just a strip of glue.
Yeah, silicone. We'll just put some new silicone and be fine.
because you don't want that glass to pop out of there. And then we went ahead and installed these lights using the 12-volt bulbs. And we went ahead and just covered the couch. This is the original couch that came with it. We just put this couch cover over it.
Okay, so I want to break in real quick about these. This is something that Kimberly discovered in a blog. I wish I could remember whose it was. I have been searching for the last several years on trying to find decent looking light fixtures for an RV. If you've looked on Amazon or even just on Google, you realize that you can't find a good quality, a good looking RV light. She found out that you can get these 12-volt bulbs that fit the same socket as a regular light fixture, regular household 110 light fixture. You just wire them up to the 12-volt wiring. So we were able to order these that Kimberly wanted, and these 12-volt Edison bulbs that screw into a regular 110 base. Now you got 12 volts. Then all we did was add these little switches, just drilled a hole in there, got these 12-volt switches off of Amazon, and there you go. You've got a light switch. And of course, all the stuff that we mentioned is on Amazon. We'll put links in the description down below.
And then step into the office. So this is the office. This is where James does his video editing, and this is where I work, and where Autumn does her schoolwork. So a lot happens right here. Our pantry. So I had a giant pantry in my travel trailer. Moving into this, this
is live and uncut, y'all.
A little bit smaller. So
this is real life RV living right here, folks.
all my cans are down there. I don't have any kind of organization yet for them. Some sauces up here, but also, so when we went over the George Washington Bridge, it was so atrocious. Like it was so bumpy. It rattled our pantry shelves off. So
right.
James has to get in there and figure out how he can re-support my pantry shelves.
I'm really not sure what we're going to do with that. We paid $88 to cross the George Washington Bridge for the privilege of just making it across the river. It's not a good road. It was just like rattling the heck out of everything.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. So we get new pantry shelves.
Sweet.
My flour and sugar canisters, and then my dips and sauces. But, while we lost some space, we also gained some space. Because in my old camper, I never had a place for a trash can. My trash bag would have to sit over the knob underneath my kitchen sink. It drove me crazy. So now I have a trash can.
And Max and Odie's bowls, food bowls, and water.
He's just watching. He's followed us every step of the way.
We doing okay, buddy?
All right, we'll show you the upstairs. This is the bed. And our closet. I love our closet. If for no other reason than it hides all the mess. We can put our dirty clothes in there. We can shove all kinds of stuff in there. We put our extra toilet paper in here. I'll let you.
Oh, you're gonna let them look?
I'll let you take a peek.
All right. Can
All
you
right.
get that light on in there?
Well, I don't have that big of a peek. Let's just let them have a peek. Okay, let's do that again. I'm not gonna turn the light on. It's just a peek.
Okay.
I can turn this light on.
Some of that's going in there. Go ahead.
So this is Autumn and I's clothes, and a little bit of James's clothes are in here.
Right.
So, and we have these shelves here to help. Oh, now you really show my dirty laundry.
Airing your dirty laundry.
All right, and then we also have these drawers here, this cabinet.
And just clothes.
Yeah, just clothes. And then this here is where James stores all of his clothes.
You're not going to show my dirty laundry, are you?
Oh, yeah. Here.
Oh, look, camper-sized living.
While we said we weren't going to have a TV in the living room, we went ahead and put it up in here. And when we do family movie night, we just bring in a chair and we all hang out up here and watch a movie. It works really well. when we were renovating the bedroom, there was a spot for another box TV right here, along with another cabinet. We went ahead and took it down. We were intending to replace the cabinet here because I didn't want to lose the storage, but we really like how it opened everything up. We do still have these exposed wires.
Well, they're capped.
They're capped.
They're safe.
But they're just hanging out there. So
it adds some color.
yeah, we have an option to do something here. This is a fun story. So we were at a thrift store in
Tucson. Doing Christmas trees.
Yeah, we were at a thrift store in Tucson, and these were sitting on the shelf just like this.
Yeah.
J&K, like it's meant to be. So we had to bring those home. We took out the border around the bedroom slide, and we put in the barnwood slide. It came from my actual barn that was at my childhood home. So it's pretty special.
Yeah. We put screws in the original nail holes from the barn. You can see where the water had dripped down on the side of the barn there. Some awesome.
James applied more of the peel and stick wallpaper.
So here's a fun game. See if you can find see if you can find the seams on this, because we ordered this stuff, we put it up, and when we were going to put it up, I'm like, none of this is lining up. Like I put up the first row up and down, and then I went to put the second row on, and it would line up at the top but not at the bottom or in the middle. And so we read the reviews, and the reviews were like, it's great. If good enough is good enough for you. You cannot line it up. There's some places where it's not lined up, but I challenge you to find those. I'll give you another look. Pretty funny.
He did a great job with it. He's good at that stuff. I don't have the patience for it. But I sit and be a cheerleader. That's my job. Peel and stick wallpaper, I'm the cheerleader.
She does. She comes and she's my cheerleader and she hangs out with me. Painting, Kimberly is a rock star. I don't paint so much. I did some trim and stuff like that, but the bulk of it was Kimberly and Autumn. You all saw that. We'll put a link to that video here.
So then this is our vanity and our bathroom sink. Underneath the bathroom,
That's it?
That's it. That's all you see of that. All right. So we get asked a lot, Autumn and I, what kind of hair products do we use? So I'm going to show you what we're using right now. We have some Paul Mitchell Twirl Around. We love our Instant Freeze Aussie Gel. Sometimes we use the Suave Max Hold.
What's your secret weapon over there?
Oh, yes, this. I see questions all the time on the Boondockers page or in one of the RV groups about how do people with curly hair manage it while boondocking. This is amazing. So it's like it takes maybe a quarter cup of water for the whole bottle. And then you can hold it. You ready? Mm-hmm. And it's a continuous
there you go.
spray.
No.
This is our favorite water bottle.
Look at just that, sprayed that mirror down like that. And sometimes I like to use it to kind of ducktail my hair once I get a new haircut. Like I did now. Look, I got my head renovated.
So honestly, this is mostly what we use, and lots of conditioner. When we wash our hair, we use lots and lots of conditioner.
Do we get to see in there?
Yeah, you can see in here. It's pretty crowded. I would like to get a cabinet to go here to put most of this stuff in. Just
But
to
it holds
keep
a
it
lot
organized.
up there. Look at that.
It does. It's nice. So we're also using this right now.
So there's the line of products.
That's it. It takes a lot of hair product. Odie's with us again.
Golly, Odie.
Get him, Odie! And get him, Odie! This is the shower. We went ahead and replaced the shower head with an oxygenic shower head.
Yes, definitely. As we said in the previous video, before we had the Oxygenics and we were talking how much we love it, we're not sponsored by them. We pay for our Oxygenic shower head. They are awesome. We will definitely put a link in the description below for this new style oxygenic head. And honestly, the new one, the old one, they're all great. This one just gives you a few more options on spray type.
And one of my favorite things is the soap dispenser.
Works really well.
It does work well. And something that I have noticed, we use less soap. We use less shampoo, less conditioner, because you're squeezing it like this, and so it dispenses a small amount, so you sit there. And so I think just automatically we're using less rather than just squeezing it. So if you have kids or teenagers, it's a good tip.
It's got a little seat for shaving your legs or what have you, and I keep my soap right there.
And then I'm going to let James do this tour.
The bathrooms in our home have a special place in my heart, so I'll cover this one. A couple things to start. We put this hook up on the door. It was sliding around. You can see where it kind of left marks right here. See right there? On the back side, I just drilled a hole right here and just put a screw into the top where there should be a good solid piece of wood in these hollow core doors. Another thing that we did is this sliding door was not working. The track had fallen down. And so rather than get up there and redo that, we put a metal plate up here on the door and then a magnet latch there. So now we just use that as our door for the bedroom, for the bathroom. Works really good. That way, when you step out of the shower, you've got a towel right here. Works awesome. Something else we really like in here, there's light switches right here on the side. So there's one for the fan, and then there's one for the light. Now here's a functional and kind of beautiful thing that we had in our last camper, and we brought it with us and put it in this camper, and we got it on Amazon. And again, we'll put a link to that down below. It's this towel rack. You just roll the towels. It's super easy. They look nice right there. And we got, 5 towels there? And sometimes if you got a smaller one, you can tuck one in between. So you could get 6, 7 towels in there. And it's got a little rack for anything you might want to put up here as well. Another thing that I love, I talked about this on the pre-renovation tour, but we've been using the fifth wheel for quite a while now. This is the most perfectly positioned toilet paper roll holder I've seen probably in my life. So I left it right there. Probably nobody else out there does this, but when it's in an uncomfortable position back here or something, I'll take the toilet paper roll off, and that drives Kimberly crazy. This one, I don't have to do that. I love it. I leave it right here. I'm still missing my shelf I want to put here for the cell phone. Someplace to set your keys, your cell phone, whatever. You want something like that. Another thing that we got is this toilet seat. The top half of the RV toilet is porcelain. So we're able to get this household toilet seat. I'll put a link to this also down below. What I love about this is the one that was in here, it wouldn't stay up. For whatever reason, it kept wanting to flip forward. That's not gonna work, having that toilet seat flipping forward. I went and got this one and put it in. Now, a couple of things on this. When this one was up against that kind of new painted surface, it would like squeak and rubbing on the wall. And so we went and got one of these stick-up doorknob protectors and put that on there, and that has eliminated that. You don't have the squeak and rubbing on the wall. The other great thing is it's the soft close, so you can let it go like that, and it'll go and it won't slam. That's great. Last thing I love about this is I'm normally the one that wipes the top of the toilet because, I'm the guy. I see the top of the toilet when I lift the toilet seat up, but it's hard to wipe around the toilet seat bolts. This one, you just pop them up like that, and then the toilet seat just unclicks, and then you can wipe all around there real easy. You can take the toilet seat and go clean it if you want to, which I just did, so don't freak out. And then you just click it back on, put those back down, and it locks it into place. That is awesome. I thought it would be great, and it is great. Link in the description down below. Okay, we still have the little fan that we talked about before. I would like a fantastic fan.
That's dirty.
Yeah, down the road. We miss anything, Odie? One question left. I know you guys are saying, well, what if you want to eat dinner in the camper and sit outside at the picnic table or play cards or what have you?
Come take a look.
This is how we do it. This desk/table that Kimberly found on Amazon, I believe it's like 24 by 48 inches. We'll put a link down below, but it works excellent as a desk or as a small dinette table. We just have a nice folding chair. Then we've got one more for Autumn that's down below. We've played cards here. We eat dinner here, have our coffee here. So it's a little bit of rigmarole to switch back and forth, but it works excellent as both.
That's right. We're not done by any means.
Nope. Whether you're sticks and bricks or an RV, is the renovation really done? Probably not.
No. But we've come a long way since we started.
We're certainly at a point that we feel like it's great to live in, and we wanted to welcome you all and see where we're at with it right now. You probably saw some chip paint, around the door handle. We had some trouble with the slide and the trim, and was it too big and rubbing, that kind of thing. Or the insides of some of the cabinets didn't get painted. We were on real time crunch because we had to get this bought and renovated and get up here to New Hampshire in a real short amount of time. So right now, our front cabinet, the main cabinet under the fifth wheel, has all the extra paint cans that we had with all the different colors so that we can come back, do touch-ups, and finish up some things that we didn't get to get done during the main renovation. But for the most part, love where it's at.
We do. What's your favorite thing about the new fifth wheel?
I love all the space in here. I mean, our camper, we loved our camper. It was our home. We did a lot of renovations, as you probably saw there. But we did lose that camper because of the ice storms. It got totaled out. We'll put a link to that video here telling about what happened with that. But God blessed us in a huge way with this camper. This fifth wheel that we bought from some amazing people, and all the renovations and everything, we were able to buy this and renovate it for less than $10,000. It's amazing. So if your dream is to go full time, just keep looking, be persistent. Don't go after the first one you see. If something's not right, don't go for it. Wait and be patient. If you're a person of faith, pray about it. And, you'll know when it's the right time to pull the trigger, but you can find a great deal. And then if you're willing and able, you can do a lot of this stuff yourself, just painting and peel and stick, wallpaper, and that kind of thing. I do love all the space. I love that the slide out is level to the floor. If it's up to me, I'll never buy an RV that has the slide out where it's raised up off the main floor, because this allows us to have this table. We could slide it out a little bit, or when we have it like a desk, we can roll out onto the main floor. It just makes it a much more big usable space, as you've seen in the footage today.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my favorite thing, is the space and the slide out being level.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? What's your favorite thing about the new RV?
I would have to say my bedroom is probably my favorite part.
Yeah.
It's just so big and open. We didn't really have a bedroom in our old camper.
No. We kind of would slide beside the bed up to the front of the camper and then slide. We hardly ever slid the doors closed.
No.
Because it just made it feel too closed off. But my head would touch the front of the camper and my feet would touch the
front of the
wall.
bed.
Yep.
Yeah. Front of the bed to the wall.
Yep.
So it's just nice to have some space in our own spot up there.
Well, and you're being a little modest. She also picked out some amazing wallpaper, I thought, and the paint colors, especially the one on the wardrobe, that Urbane Bronze from Sherwin-Williams. I love it. I think that just gives it kind of a luxury feel for us.
Yeah.
Feels like a retreat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Anyway, those are some of our favorite things. Let us know in the comments down below things that you loved, that you saw, that you might want to use yourself, or ideas that you have to make further improvements. Because like we said, we're not done.
We're not done. All right. It is time for us to start making dinner.
It is time for us to start making dinner. We're hungry. We're going to have a great night.
We hope you have a great night.
We'll catch up with you guys next time. Bye, y'all. If you enjoyed this video or found value in it, please consider subscribing, hitting the thumbs up, and sharing it with your friends. And by all means, leave a comment and let us know what you think. We love reading all the comments.
We try to get back to as many comments as we can.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Keep kissing yeah, that is my room. I love it so much. I still have some personal touches that I'm probably going to be putting on there. I'm going to be adding on to it, and as I add on to it, I will let you guys know.